Welcome back to another episode, guys. Now today we'll be taking the NFT contract from before and we'll be checking a few things in Unity on how we can token gate and reward our players with NFTs. Now token gating, for those that don't know, is withholding content, or I guess paywalling content based on certain validation. So for instance, if you have characters with NFTs, like playable characters in game, you could lock them all up and say, look, you need to own this NFT in order to get access to this. And in a similar way, we'll be checking today if the player owns the fat cat in order to mint the strange cat. If he doesn't own the fat cat, you can't mint the strange cat. Now you'll see the code here. I've already started on it, but it's really straightforward. Our UI elements, the button to mint. If we own the NFT, it's enabled. If we don't own the NFT here, we can't, it's not enabled. We have status text up here, which should tell us whether or not we own it. And if we do it, yeah, it should let us know. So what we're doing here immediately is we're creating a awake method in which we invoke the check owner function, which here is really just another read function. So we're doing a read method, and for those that aren't sure about read methods, I'll put a little card up here for you guys to just go have a look at those videos, because it's super important to know the difference between a read method and a write method on a smart contract. So we're doing the owner of, which in Solidity side, I mean, you guys should know about this. If you followed this far, you should know about this by now. Let me just close all these things down. The owner of, so we can have a look here for the owner of a specific token. So at the moment, the fat cat is token ID 2. If I call this wallet address here is some wallet on the internet. In this case, it's my test wallet, but don't tell anyone. What we have to do is we have to actually check in Unity whether or not the player owns that. If they don't, we'll just transfer it over to them and see how the logic changes off chain based on this on-chain validation. Now 1155, or well, ERC 1155 works differently. Because there's multiple tokens in ERC 1155, you can use balance off. ERC 1155 would give you a owner and a token ID, two fields to check against, which is like great for characters and stuff like that. Whereas with 721, that's not the case. With 721, it's best to use the owner of, because it's a one-of-one NFT. There's not 100 of them out there, so you just need to check if that one singular NFT has an owner of the connected wallet to your game at the time, to be able to validate that and then execute code based on that. An example of this is here. So you'll see we check the owner of, which is this function over here. Actually, yeah, owner of, here you go, that one right there. And then if we own the NFT, so this string here is what prints the owned address, or the owner address. If the owner is the connected account, then the status text should say that the player owns a fat cat, the color is green for the text, and the strange cat button becomes interactable, because we want to reward the owner of the fat cat NFT with a strange cat NFT. So really good for like Gen 1, Gen 2 kind of setups, I guess, if you want to go that way. Else, if not, with some real Mickey Mouse if else statement checking, the player does not own the NFT, color is red, and the button is not interactable. Henceforth, we are token getting our button. So actually, let's go back to Unity. Let's check this in action. Let's see what happens when we just run this little script here. It's going to start. It's going to check the owner off. Boom. It says that we don't own this cat, because I mean we don't. That's not our address. That's not our address over there. So what we can do now is we can stop this, go back to Solidity, and then what we'll do is we need to grab our wallet now. I've actually forgotten that, but we'll see what we can do. So I'll just go account 1, we'll grab this account here, go back there, and we're just going to do a safe transfer from, we're going to go from, well, to the new address, from the currently connected address. The token ID is 2, that's fat cat, the bytes is 0x00, or well, just 0. So let's see if that works. There you go, look at that, it's the fat cat. That's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. So we know we're transferring that fat cat NFT over to someone else. So we'll just give it a moment for it to transact. Perfect, great. So now let's run it again, because now we've effectively moved the NFT, and the connected wallet here should own the NFT. So let's see how that changes the logic off chain. Well, apparently we still don't own the NFT. Oh, you know what? I apologize. That's because I need to actually connect this to the connect wallet script. So if I just go connect wallet, now it should work. Now it should work. Alright, let's give it another go. Oh man, did I not? No, I did copy that. Weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just took ages. I don't know why. But now you go. We own the NFT, right? It checked again the owner of that token, and because we transferred it to this wallet, we own it. And because we own it, the button becomes interactable, which means we can actually mint the NFT. Like, how sick is that? You can token gate anything. You can token gate characters, levels, I guess, passes, minting passes, VIP stuff. It really depends on you as a player. Now, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys learned something just from this. In the next episode, we'll actually be minting this NFT, and I'll show you guys the logic with interacting and actually minting that secondary NFT or token as well. But let's just run through this again. Let's just recap. We've whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's just go back here. We've deployed our own ERC721 NFT contract, right? Perfect. We have the URI for 2 different tokens. Now this is optional to an extent, but I just use that as an example. I've got a fat cat and I've got a strange cat. Now, let's say someone minted fat cat on OpenSea, right? They're the owner of fat cat. I'm a project, Strange Cats. I promise everyone that holds a fat cat will be able to mint a strange cat as well. And that's what we're doing here. This is our application. So now that person that minted this fat cat on OpenSea, he launches your application. The owner of will check it, and he checks, okay, cool, this guy is the owner, or this girl is the owner of this token. So boom, we execute the off-chain logic based on that. So in this case, we own the fat cat, which means we get rewarded with a strange cat. So yeah, I hope that clarifies, but if something is a bit missing or confusing, just drop me a comment and I'd be more than happy to have a look at it and get back to you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.